Hey guys, what's up? This is car number 5. I decided to make a Diamond Dynasty guide, as requested by some of my viewers. I've been playing this more often for the Diamond Dynasty hype, for Diamond Dynasty Distilled coming out for MLB 15. So I thought I would give you guys a little tutorial and show you the main differences between Diamond Dynasty and MLB 14 as compared to Diamond Dynasty and 15. So, we're going to go through each menu and I'll kind of talk about what's been added, what's been replaced, as well as give you guys some key pointers and tips on the way. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Feel free to comment if you guys have any questions about anything or not. I know a lot of you guys are just now getting into Diamond Dynasty and you guys want to give it a shot this year. So maybe this can help you if you have any questions. So right now we're at the main menu. This is gonna look pretty similar to the new one. I know they're kind of redoing their menus, but a lot of the same stuff will be there, and I'll talk about that when we get to it. So your first option is obviously play ball. Diamond Dynasty is it's an online mode. I mean, you can play it offline, but that's not really, that's not really the fun of it. So it's online, head to head. You can play versus computer and extra innings as well. So right now I'm showing you extra innings. This is another way to earn budget. As you see, some of my buddies or just random people, or even some of my viewers, have played my team offline, and it tells the result. You can choose, any difficulty as well, and then I get budget as well as they get budget as well. So it kind of helps both of the parties out. Let's see here. Again, and you can also rematch them right from that screen too. So what it does, it takes their universal profile. This is just one of my friends, just showed you real quick. It takes their universal profile and their tendencies, and when you play them, it goes by that in the game when you play them. So if you have like 99 power, expect for them to hit a lot of doubles and home runs. These are the player packs. Keep in mind, this is Diamond Dynasty 3.0 on the MLB 14. So I'm sure they're going to release more different types of packs. At least I'm hoping so. But this is what the packs looked like at the end of the year. You had your Team of the Year, 3rd edition, 6 MLB Elite, Unsung Heroes. So they added a lot of different packs, and they also had the Diamond Dynasty packs, which of course those won't be in. And these are the stadiums. So one of the main differences, you won't get you won't be able to buy stadiums. You're going to get them in packs. So it's going to be kind of random. And you'll also be able to get them on the marketplace. So it shouldn't be too hard to get your favorite team stadium or wherever you want to play it. And those are the minor league stadiums as well. And they are adding 10 more minor league stadiums. And if you don't have any of them, you can always play at one of the spring training stadiums as well. So let's see, moving on here. Dynasty card market. This is going to be irrelevant. Not going to be in the game anymore. But this was the marketplace for Diamond Dynasty cards. Dynasty players, that won't be in anymore. Let's go to MLB card market. This is just to show you guys real quick. Again, there's not going to be a MLB card market per se. There's going to be one big marketplace. So you're going to have MLB players, equipment, licensed equipment, and you're going to have your stadiums as well. Going on. Trying to go through everything to show you guys here. These are bids. This should still be in the next year's game. You can place buy orders or sell orders. So say you want to buy Josh Hamilton, but you only want to buy him for $2 million. Well, you can put a bid up for that price, and then if someone wants to sell him for $2 million, well, there you go. That's a quick way to get what you want without being on the market the whole time. It works the other way around. You can sell cards as well. So let's see, my cards. I imagine that'll be in. I know a lot of you guys have seen the Twitch stream, so they show the new menus and whatnot on there. Let's see here. Achievements. Now this is some of the stuff I hope they carry on. I'm not sure. Might want to go back and look at the streams, but you get achievements for everything you do. These are just a collection of achievements. We'll go through them later. But you get budget for collecting, or for doing collections. I think for the new Diamond Dynasty, it's just going to be the legend players. It'll probably be legend players and stubs. So if you collect the whole team's roster, you'll get that legendary player for that team. These are the award achievements. So these things are really cool. These add patches to your uniforms. So that, I mean, it was another way just to add, more presentation to the mode. These are statistical achievements. Same thing. These add patches. I mean, it's just a cool little thing. I think people kind of overlook in Diamond Dynasty. Let's see. I mean, they're just cosmetic, But I do hope they're able to add this stuff in next year's game, or not next year's game, but MLB 15. So That's one cool thing I do like. It's not a huge factor in Diamond Dynasty, but it's it's what makes it Diamond Dynasty. And again, these are the collections. See, this is not as deep as something like Madden Ultimate Team. They kept it pretty basic, but you can see they had 30-30 club, 30 game hitting streaks, active coverman. They got the draft classes. I'm not sure if they're gonna have all of that, to be honest, but I know they're gonna have each team's collection. And I'd imagine they'd bring back most of these collections, and the reward would just be stubs, or perhaps booster packs. I'm not sure which direction they want to go with that. But collections it's not the same as in Madden. Like in Madden, when you use a player towards a collection or an item, you lost it. All you have to do to get the collection is to activate the player in Diamond Dynasty. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Moving on, this is definitely what you guys are going to see. As soon as you guys go into Diamond Dynasty next year, you're going to be opted to the screen. You got your location name, location audio, team name, name audio, abbreviation. You can turn DH on or off, and then your color. So this is like your basic team information, and you see there's a bunch of names, audio names to choose from. So I imagine they'll add to that as well. I've always used the Flint Tropics based off the movie Semi-Pro. I don't know, just always found it funny, and I like that movie. And I'll show you guys my home uniforms. So they're gonna have this in next year's game as well. I kept it real simple. I think they look pretty neat, but again, they're real simple to do. I would recommend taking some time when you first get it and just having fun with this. I mean, even if you're not that artsy, I mean, it's not that hard to Google something and then try to get it on there. And this is the actual logo, the logo editor. So I always make my own. They just added the Vault logo, and I'll show you guys out later. You can actually download people's logos and just import it into your own. So that can save you guys some time. A lot of people like to do college teams, or some of the MLB teams, or some people just make up a fictional team and put it in there. So this is the training. This ain't going to be in next year's game at all, except you'll have one Diamond Dynasty player, and there's no training. You just feed them cards, so that's no longer in, so you don't have to worry about that. This is just a manage roster screen. I think they have something like this in there as well. You got your reserve and your active. I imagine you'll have your reserve and active as well, and I'm just going to call it DD 4.0 because it's the 4th year of Diamond Dynasty. And this is all the features and characteristics you could edit of your player: name, skin tone, equipment, everything. So that's one thing I will miss, but I understand the direction they're going into it. They're trying to move on. This is just a basic lineup screen. Again, you can play with DH or no DH. When Diamond Dynasty was first introduced, it was only no DH, so it's cool they added the DH. Adds a little more strategy to it. Do you want to pay for that DH or not? And also will affect if you would train your pitcher or not. But of course, all that's going to be irrelevant because there is no more training, except for your one player. So I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that more at the end of the video, and my suggestions for that. This is just a pitching rotation, just kind of going through showing you guys. This is the depth chart. I mean, I really never go to the screen, but I guess this could be a way to see where you need holes filled at. See, this is just the standings. All right, now this is one thing I do hope they bring back. I didn't see it, but I imagine they will bring it back. So if you look at the top, you see that season series logo, and it goes on. There's 5 divisions. It starts at spring training, season series. Now if you look at the top one, the division series, and it's based on your rating. It's pretty similar to how online ranked games work. Then you go to championship series. Let me show you guys something real quick here. You can click on any of these guys and play an extra inning game, just like I showed you before, to earn budget. And if you look at the bottom, you can scroll through the difficulty. The higher the difficulty, the more budget you can earn. So this is my boy Hammer. Let's go and look at his universal profile. You see, if we played Hammer, his team is really good. His tendencies are really good too. 97 power, 93 contact. If you look at his record the past 3 years. So this universal profile is going to be an MLB 15. So it's going to be based on your tendencies. So if I played him, even on All-Star, that would be a tough matchup. So that's one cool thing I really like this year, and no one really took advantage of it, but it was a cool feature, as I have some of my viewers play me, and it's it's a cool thing they have in the game. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it is cool. So we also can look at stats. Now this is another thing I hope they carry over. They haven't mentioned it yet, but I hope they keep the stats. I mean, I hope it don't turn into My Team or Mutt where there's no stats. So I'm just showing you guys my stats right now. You can sort them, and there's tons of stats in this game. Tons of stats. OPS, average runner, batting average, runners in scoring position, sacrifice hits, average versus left-handed pitching, average at home, average away, OPS, sack flies, There's so many. So I hope they keep that because I love stats. And then I also have the league leaders of the entire Diamond Dynasty. And again, if you look at the top, you see that's done by division. So each division, you can look at the league leaders. So let's see. I'm in a World Series right now, so we can look at championship. Let's go to the Championship Series. No, I guess we're going back to World Series. So like that guy right there is the league leader in hits. This guy's the league leader in home runs. Paul Goldschmidt is a creative player, by the way. That's not a real MLB player. We've got home runs, stolen bases. We're in a Championship Series now. This is where my team is at so far this year. I haven't got a chance to get to the World Series, but this is okay. I remember this. This is where the servers kind of crapped out on me. Now right here, we're coming up. And this is actually one of my guys. He's 6th in home runs right now in the Championship Series. Ronald Lovett. So, but of course, it was. I imagine they'll carry this over. But to me, this is one of the cool things about Diamond Dynasty that separates itself from games like MUT or Madden Ultimate Team. The stats, man. Baseball's all about stats. So, and then we go to another thing I hope they carry over to MLB 15 is the All-Star voting. Now, I'm not sure if they're gonna have this or not, but depending on how well your player played, you would get fan support. And for however much fan support you got per game, you would get more budgets. Now, I don't think it's gonna work like that anymore because I know every game, instead of getting like budget, like I think you'll get stubs, but you get stubs for doing everything. But I think all it will do is give you a chance to win an item pack. So I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work, but I believe you might have a small chance to get a gold player, moderate chance to get a silver, good chance to get a bronze or lower, something like that. I'm not completely sure, but you're pretty much always earning packs, items, and players. It's not. I shouldn't even say packs. It's more about items, which could be players, equipment, or stadiums. This is the awards. I never was a fan of the awards. It's something cool, but they need to modify that because the ratings were really too high to win awards. And this is the Hall of Fame. And this is one thing I love about Diamond Dynasty. Trying to get my players to the Hall of Fame, of course. Most of your players only have 35, 40 games, so it can be difficult to get their rating all the way up to get to the top of that Hall of Fame. Again, I haven't played as much this year as I have in the past, but I do have, I think my third baseman, Ed Monix. This guy just retired, Gregory Williams. So I'm going to go to third baseman and show you guys. He had a pretty good career. I think he was, well, he's 4th, alright. So I had 25 bombs with him, 47 ribbies. And if you look at his contact, it's not even that high, but his power was out the roof. So that's one thing I hope they bring back. But, at the same time, I don't think they will bring back Hall of Fame because your players never retire, so how can you get them to the Hall of Fame? So we're coming to the end of the video, guys. Real quick, let me show you the logo vault. This is where you can download other people's logos that they made and exported. I was just going to show you an example of that. But we got a couple minutes left in the video, and I do want to kind of give you guys some tips for 15. As far as the created player you have, it's looking like he can play any position. So you're not going to have to choose a position right off the bat. You're going to be able to play any position. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be really foolish to use him as starting pitcher. Never use him as starting pitcher. Because what it does is it's randomizing 1 through 5 which pitcher is going to start that game. And if they don't get to start that game, I am pretty sure you can't bring them in because that defeats the purpose of it. So you want to make sure your guy is playing a position and then he can come in as a reliever. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to handle this. It could get abused because you could have your guy come in the 2nd inning or something like that, and then he's going to be able to hit as well. So another tip is you probably don't need the DH because that's just going to be a waste. But of course, it depends what cards you have. If you have David Ortiz or something, you might want to use a DH. Guys, I'm going to make more videos when MLB 15 gets closer and when it comes out. If you guys have never watched me on Twitch, I'll leave it in the description. So come check me out. I stream nearly every day. I do Diamond Dynasty. The past 3 years, or excuse me, last year I was in the top 5, and the year before that I was ranked number 1. So I do know a lot about Diamond Dynasty, and I do play it a lot. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, dislike. Like I said, when the game gets closer to release, and when it actually comes out, I'll give more tips. But this is just a general guide of Diamond Dynasty in case you guys are unfamiliar.